Hi everyone, today I thought I would do a reading for 2022 and some big changes that can potentially be coming into your life in 2022 and how things could be changing. So I am really excited about this reading. I feel very good about it. I have your cards right here. This is for all star signs. Of course, it is a tarot reading. So we are going to look into 22, and this is if you're here, I think it's a sign in itself, so there are perhaps some messages that you can sort of take away with you as well. So I just wanted to mention a few things before I start. First of all, if you would like to win a free reading with me, check out the description box below, as I do giveaways every single month. I've been doing them for a few years now. And of course, there are private services which are listed down below as well for your convenience, so definitely check those out if you're interested. Everything's linked down below. And there's also the intention manifesting items on my website, which thousands of people have seen results with. So these are on shopmoonlightguidance.com. And of course, everything's linked down below. There's items like bracelets, necklaces, anklets, pom-poms, tassels, embroidered cards, which you can put under your pillow, your wallet, or your purse. There's also candles. There's also sage bundles and so many other items as well. So definitely do check those out. But yeah, there's just so many different types of candles as well. So yeah, you can see that this is the wealth, career and success one, and this one is the protection and evil eye. So these are handmade, safety tested, plant-based. They are really, really special. Like I said, a lot of people have seen results with them, and they are indeed, they smell really nice too. And they're also 100% natural. They're not artificial, so yeah. Okay, so let's have a look and see. How are things changing for you in 2022? By the way, this deck is the Gilded Royale Tarot. Gilded Royale Tarot. Really beautiful deck. Very regal. Speaking of regal, you've got the Queen of Pentacles just hanging out with a peacock. Okay. I mean, look at that. So I feel like there is a real gain here in stability towards your finances. There's a lot of money. And to me, I feel like there's a lot of wealth and success that's tied with it. Now, think about your version of what you feel wealthy is, right? I'm not just always talking about money. Money is wealth. Wealth is also health. Wealth is also how you feel within yourself, right? It's also about your worries and your insecurities. Like, wealth is about feeling good, right? So that's what I see here. Now, when I said worries and insecurities, I don't mean that that is wealth. I'm just more so talking about the fact that wealth can also mean that you have less worries, you have less insecurities, you feel better within yourself. So there's a lot of energy here in regards to true wealth, where there is a true luxury. You know how some people feel like sleep is a luxury, some people feel that time is a luxury. You will have luxuries that are of basic need and very basic things, right, that you would consider basic, but also that are quite extravagant as well. I see a lot of you here investing, which is very interesting. And for those of you that are investing, you can start to see fruits of that nature sort of, bloom, which I think is beautiful. Now, I don't want to, be the kind of person that's like, oh guys, you all had to invest, because actually that's a personal choice. And what I'm mainly seeing is that if you have been investing or you're thinking about it, it seems to bring you some fruits, but I'm not telling you that you have to do that, okay? It's a personal choice. And also, that's very important, is that it's something that will is different for everyone. So the Queen of Pentacles here is really about success from what I'm seeing. Okay, well there you go. You got the Ace of Pentacles and you've also got the Five of Cups as well. In the past, you've definitely struggled a lot financially, and having these two very strong Pentacle cards shows that your finances and your wealth will not be taken away from you. I feel like with the Five of Cups, in the past, there's just been so much difficulty to get to this kind of financial status and this financial level. And here I see a lot of success in 22. Okay, so the thing here that I see is that by the time you get to next year, so by the time you get to 2023, you will know that there has been a significant, dramatic improvement in money. And the Five of Cups is really powerful because in the past you have been crying over the fact that things have not worked out so well. Also, always keep in mind that rejection is redirection. I don't want to scare anyone. I really don't. But if you get rejected, okay, which I do feel can happen for some of you in 2022, it is going to redirect you to an even greater purpose, okay? If you find that, for example, in your current job, things aren't going so well and you don't feel so nice and people are not being so nice to you, it's probably a really big sign that the universe is giving you that there is a better opportunity out there if you feel disrespected. For example, you know, say that you do get let go of in a job. Again, I don't want to scare anyone, okay? It's happening for a higher purpose, and there is going to be a better opportunity that does come your way. So I just want to tell you right now, rejection is redirection. Yes, it can be super, super painful in that moment, and it's okay to feel that pain, okay? Don't invalidate yourself in the process, but there's going to be a bigger opportunity when it comes to money that is going to blow your socks away. It's something that you probably haven't even really thought about in the grand scheme of things, because you may have just thought, nah, this kind of stuff doesn't happen to me, and then boom, here we go, you know? Four of Cups, yeah, that's the energy that I spoke about. Four of Cups is literally the card of rejection, and then the Five of Cups is the sadness, but the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles is about this incredible opportunity, which not only gives you emotional fulfillment and passion towards what you're doing, but actually it just brings everything together. So there's a big impact here on rejection is redirection. It is bringing you something so much better. I'm filming this at the beginning of 2022, so if some of you have already felt this energy, just know that there is better coming your way, okay? There is better coming your way. I think the most incredible affirmation that we can comment down below in the comment section below to claim this reading is rejection is redirection. I'm not even kidding you, like so many of you will feel like it's just not working in your favor, and then boom, like something incredible happens. I also see here as well, very similar with like dating as well. If you're dating multiple people and you feel like you keep getting rejected, the right person just isn't coming your way, you'll find that every time you get rejected, it's just really aligning you to A, what you want, but B, it's bringing you an even bigger commitment. It's bringing you someone who is just someone you honestly couldn't have even imagined, which I know is crazy, but it's so true. Look at that, Four of Wands. I see so many of you getting into committed relationships that are long term this year as well, which I think is such a blessing. I know that the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups does not sound like a blessing, but trust me, when it happens, you will think to yourself, wow, that was a blessing, and it was a real blessing in disguise. This year is about blessings. It is about, you know, your inner fulfillment. It is about you feeling so much stronger and so much happier, so much more uplifted. Things really are coming together for you, and I think that it is absolutely incredible. It is so beautiful. There's just, I don't even know what more to say about it. I think it's just so lovely to pick up on here, and you're just going to feel so much more fulfilled within yourself. So the Four of Wands is also 1111. Some of you might be seeing 1111 a lot on your clock. You might be seeing 1111 a lot just in general. It really shows you that you're on the right path in your life, and I think that that is extremely significant. You've got the Hierophant. See, again, commitments, right? Commitment, stability, security. Literally, the Hierophant here is showing that there is such a powerful energy in regards to so much more stability coming into your life. Rejection is redirection, because it is redirecting you to even more stability, even more strength. I mean, trust me on this one. I don't know what to say. Trust your angels, trust your spirit guides, trust the universe, trust God, trust your ancestors. Just trust. Trust. We got the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is stress. You know, stress, I think, based off of this, which can feel so frustrating and so overwhelming. Rejection is redirection. Always. I could give you so many examples of this in my own life, and just how then things come together in the craziest of craziest ways. I guess, actually, do you know what? I'm going to do a tiny little story, because this is a very interesting one, I think. So I graduated with a degree in fashion design. Once I graduated, it was so hard to find a job. It was really difficult here in the UK. Now, I'd won an award with Sir Paul Smith, who is a fashion designer. Some of you might have heard of him. I guess you could do like a Google search, but so I won an award with him, and you know, my CV looked pretty good. So CV is like a resume. It looked really good. Also, my work was displayed in a museum in Manchester as well, and you know, things were looking good, and so I applied for so many different jobs, right? And this was on LinkedIn, Indeed, and like a bunch of other, you know, websites. Nothing. Rejection after rejection. I was thinking to myself, oh my goodness. You know, this is not good. I did, over the course of 1.5 years, I did over 700 applications. because there were plenty of jobs, right? It's just that none of them were coming to me. And I did lots and lots of interviews as well. And so we have, so I had to go to London, obviously, for this. And so in London, you know, the Underground, they have the ads on the, I don't even know how you describe it. They have the ads with the screens. And so when you're on the tube, you can, you know, see these ads on the Underground. And it had one for a company. And I remember looking at it and I was like, you know, that's kind of work I want to do. Don't really pay much attention to it. And then I, you know, kept applying. And then the job that I was applying for was for this company. However, you had to go on TV and you had to compete for the job, which was in fashion design. And so basically what then happened was then I had to compete against all these other candidates, bring my entire portfolio, of which I'd done a lot more than they had actually asked for, which, you know, is it's just such a very me thing. And I did it on TV, and it was on Channel 4. It's called The Job Interview. It was on season 3, if anyone is interested. And I got the job. I got the job. Imagine, after being rejected that much, to have got my job through a television show that was live on TV is just insane, right? And I did that job, right? And what's really crazy is that after I did that job, it wasn't a very like nice job or anything like that. It was really not a very good environment to be in. Because I'd applied for so many jobs, the actual company that I really wanted to work for, they contacted me, and then I moved to that company, and they're based in Kensington, and just amazing. You know, they're really, really well known here in the UK, and I worked for them. And the crazy thing here is that when I was actually going into central London for this new company that I was working for, I saw on the London Underground an ad for one of the dresses I designed for the previous company, which is crazy. And this is just how things work out. You know, rejection truly is redirection. You know, the company that I ended up then working for, you know, this is a company that I'd applied for so much and been rejected for so much in the past. But then through my work, I was able to then get to that, you know, get to that place. This is crazy, you know, and these are the kinds of stories. I mean, I have so many stories I could tell you, but I feel like you'd all get bored. And see, this is a tarot reading that has now just become all about me. But the point of this is that I know that it's scary. And I was here, right? The 9 of Swords, stress, sadness, frustration, not knowing what's going to come next, not knowing if things are going to be okay, not knowing if you're going to have money, you know, to be able to do these things. Really difficult, extremely difficult, right? But there is a purpose to everything, and definitely, you know, you can't see it at that time, but it's going to happen. It's going to work out for you. And I know this through also so many other people, friends, family members. The amount of stories I could tell you about rejection is redirection is astonishing. I mean, you can find so many online as well, you know, so I just want you to know that, look, things can get really, you know, overwhelming sometimes and stressful, but essentially it's bringing you what is for your highest good and what is truly, truly best for you. Now, I know a lot of you are probably wondering, well, Moonlight, you don't work in fashion anymore because you're making tarot readings. I know, I can give you a whole story on that as well, but that's for another day. But trust me on this one. And no, I didn't get fired, okay? I make fun of myself too, you know. Yep, there you go, okay? Don't be scared. I don't want you to be scared about this. I know it probably seems really scary, but the death card here shows that death is about rebirth. Death and rebirth, okay? It's like being in a cocoon and then the butterfly comes out with its wings spread. Beautiful. I think that this is really what it's about. 2022 is about transformation and change, which is taking you from those confinements where you thought you had to be in this little box, right, that everyone needs you to be in, to then realizing that you don't need to be in that box, that you've actually outgrown that box. There's still so much more out there for you, and I think it's so beautiful. This also goes with relationships that don't serve you, speaking of which, you've got the 6 of Swords, and this is really about emotionally taking yourself to a better place. What is it that you really truly want to do? That you really, really, truly want in your life? Okay, I'm just talking in general. What is it that you really want? Because I very much so feel that you can get there, but along the way, yes, you're going to get tested, and the universe will test you to see just how much, you know, you can not hold on to also resentment and things like that, like, oh, I hate you because you're not giving me what I want, universe, you know. The real true test here is how much you can really believe and have that belief, because the 7 of Swords here shows that sometimes, you know, it gets very difficult when essentially you feel like everything's against you. I'll say one thing for sure, things are not against you. And I say this in a lot of other readings as well. The right path doesn't always feel like the right path. Trust me on this one, okay? I'm just saying. The thing with the Seven of Swords and the Six of Swords is that essentially you will get to a much, much better place. And the King of Pentacles here shows many of you are going to get into commitments, but you're going to feel powerful, you're going to feel happy. I see a lot of you buying homes. I see a lot of you, well, getting into commitments. I see some of you also getting married. I think that this is a really big thing. And we've also got the Three of Cups, which is beautiful. This is a celebration. So you're going to have something to celebrate about, right? And I think that that's really, really significant. A lot of you are going through a transformation where you're going from being a butterfly, sorry, being a caterpillar. We need to rewind a little bit. You're going from being a caterpillar to then becoming, you know, a butterfly. And I think that that's really, really exciting because there's so much progress, there's so much movement, there's so much happiness, there's so much joy. And you're going to really find that you've grown so much that you've outgrown certain spaces, outgrown certain connections in your life, that there is no way but way forward, where this rebirth is just going to happen. And yes, it can feel like, oh my gosh, am I on the right path? But actually, you'll know in your gut and your heart and your soul. So this was a very interesting reading. And, you know, I think that it just has to be heard by some of you, you know, and I think that's really important. So if this reading, you know, resonated with you, if you claim it, don't forget to like this video, share, subscribe, comment down below. Check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, reading giveaway, and of course intention items, which are on your which are on my website, on your website, my website. So yeah, everything's down below, and definitely do take care, and I'll see you all very, very soon as well. Everything is always listed down there for your convenience, and yeah, take care everyone. Okay, and I also have TikTok and Instagram. If anyone wants to follow me on there, feel free to do so, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye!